4:30. I think it's Wednesday, isn't it, Deuce? I think it is. It's Wednesday the 4th. You were a bit confused, aren't you, Spandangle? She said, why are you up at this time in the morning, you idiot? So we are heading Fredrikstad, Norway, me, Simon. So we're bussing it. It was 60 quid for the pair of us for the National Express, rather than trying to get someone to drop us to Gatwick, I think. So I'm not going to drink my tea. We've got ourselves a lift to the bus station. I suppose that officially makes us bus wankers for the day. That's 10 to 5:45 in the morning. And then joyous trip up to Gatwick, around everywhere else. And then I think our flight is 1:30. So we're going to go and get a Hilux Army Doof. There's a Doof down here. Coming up, Doof. Up. Doof don't understand quite what's going on. So we have the Doof. This is Doof. I'm sure everyone's met Doof. Aren't we? Officially known as Lottie. But we are known as Doofus, aren't we? So officially Lottie. Doofus by name. So Doofus has just been rudely awakened at 4 o'clock in the morning. But we have been out for a WALK, haven't we? And we have even had dog treats. So let's put my hand over there. So I'm going to go and wake the Ayatollah in a minute. And wait for bye-bye. And then see how long it's going to take a man and his mate and go and resurrect a Hilux. I'll turn the camera around a minute. Then we have Spaniel. Then we do. Yes. And so that's got tyre inflators, stuff, essentials, tools, camera gear. Man's clothes for however long. And then basically we spin back round. Can we look at that? So probably said Norway more than 300 times in the last week. So we're leaving Fudge to cope on his own. He's quite happy. We're giving him some painting to do. And Norway 2.4 twin cab Mark III diesel Hilux with the steering wheel on the wrong side and 2 sets of tyres and some other bits. Here we come. So it's 11 minutes past 9 on Wednesday evening, and you find me, Simon's just coming back. We're an hour ahead, so it's about 10 past 8 your side, stood in an underground car park in Fredrikstad with this, which is the reason we've come all the way here. This is my friend Obbjorn's pride and joy. I don't think you'll see very many of these, because this is a super long wheelbase, 4-wheel drive, 2.4 diesel, Mark III Hilux. He was incredibly proud of this. It's quite sad being here, to be honest, but it's for a good reason. So me and Simon, even though it's nearly 10 o'clock at night, are going to try and get this thing off of its blocks, get it on its wheels, see if it chirps off, and then we've got a load of faffing with registration problems and issues tomorrow, which we're hopefully going to get round, and then we head to England. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, Hemsley. It'll be fine. Right, let's creep around the other side, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll give you the ignition keys.
Yes.
Let's. Bonnet is popped. I'll let you hop in there, see if the ignition turns.
Do you want to
it's in gear.
Neutral.
Neutralis. That'll do it.
And the handbrake works.
Right, so this has not been, I don't think this has been started since early on last year.
No, it's been sat here a while.
So
Twin batteries.
it's a 2.4. It's got a cam belt change fairly recently. Yeah. Right, vitals. Full. Perfect. It's got fuel prime.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
We've got charged batteries, I reckon, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right. Let's just, before we go for the, bless him, he put
Yeah, bags over the
connections. Right, we're just going to check this camera is recording 125% and positioned correctly.
Yeah.
And then we'll go for
gold.
We'll go for gold. I'll yeah. See if she cracks off.
Okay.
Well,
we've got lights on the dash.
we've got lights on the dash. We need to give it some heat to make sure it's out of gear. We know it's going to start. It's a Toyota, isn't it? It's whether it's got enough charge or we need a jump start pack that we did manage to get on an aeroplane.
Right, here goes, fingers.
Yeah. You can't knock a Toyota, can you? Is that me or did that just start like it started yesterday?
Half a turn.
Not even that.
Wow. Half a turn.
Just make sure everything is going round that should be. Yeah, brand new alternator on it. It's lovely, isn't it? I knew it was lovely, but I didn't realise it was this good. Right. I think it's full of fuel.
Oh, let's have a quick look on the old fuel gauge.
To the brim.
It's very full of fuel. Oh, yeah. Good oil pressure. Temperature's coming up. It's charging nicely.
Right, we're going to have to let it tick over a bit. We've got to move some stuff out the back of this, turn it round, and then we've got to sort registration or deregistration. Hopefully they're going to let us have it. I mean, we bought it. So otherwise we'll have to ship it out of this place, which means if they won't let us have it, we find a local lock and store, and then we have to go through the whole bus wanker palaver again. Do you realise we've spent 12 hours today sat on a bus, I think?
Yeah.
12 hours? 8 hours.
8 hours on a bus.
8 hours on a bus.
2 hours on an
2 hours on an aeroplane. Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm quite hungry and I'm quite tired, and it's nearly 10 o'clock at night. But it's not 10 o'clock at night, it's 9 o'clock at night.
It's 9 o'clock at night.
So I think we quickly scoochie this out, take the crap out the back of it,
Yep.
and then go and find this nice hotel people that we've talked into leaving the keys out because we were supposed to be checked in by 5 o'clock.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, next morning, Hilux. You will notice something about this Hilux, that it's about...
In the local lingo, it's Hilux.
Hilux. That's why we couldn't understand years ago when he was going on about a Hilux, bless him. But this Hilux is about that much too long, isn't it?
So does that make it a long Lux?
It might a long Lux. It makes it a very long Lux. I mean, she got a big fat ass on her,
It
hasn't she?
has, it has.
And what we didn't realise till earlier was the back body is fiberglass. Well, I don't know if it's fiberglass on the inside or not. Hang on. Oh yeah, she's totally fiberglass.
All fiberglass.
All fiberglass. It's got a sporty top. I think it was, I have a feeling it may have been some description of rescue vehicle. I can't remember. He did tell me years ago.
For reindeer. Reindeer herders rescue.
Yeah, that's where it came from. Tanner, I think.
Somewhere
well up into
way
the
up.
frozen.
Up
So
in
hence
the circle.
it ain't rusty. Well, any bit that's rusty is standard Hilux. It's the bottom of that has fell off, but only by about that much.
Yes.
But it runs and drives, and we have got a huge collection of snow tyres, which we're trying to wedge in the back.
Wow.
Quite unsuccessfully. And then we've got a nice...
It's got the very good security.
Well, yeah, that don't work. That's called... Yeah, you have to screw that on, don't you?
Yes.
That'll be fine.
That's going to please customs.
No, they'll like that. We'll have to take the screws out when they want to look in the back of it. Or we could use ratchet straps off the tow bar and brilliance.
Yes.
For that sort of get you pulled over look. Maybe not. Yeah.
We'll screw it up.
We'll screw it up. So we'll take this camera now and we'll go and have a look. Well, around the front and under the bonnet. And we've got to wait for the nice solicitor man. We're going to a traffic office.
Yes.
And then they're either going to tell us we're not allowed to do this, that or something else, or shout at us, and we'll find out how we get through that. Because I really don't want to have to pay to put that on a lorry. It is totally road legal. We have number plates and everything. It's just the fact that registration is obviously quite interesting here.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously the frontal view we have. Obiorn has got all the bolty on bits, hasn't he? We've got a bug guard.
Oh yes, bugs.
Oh yeah. She's a bit floppy.
And big lights to attract them.
We've got big lights to attract them and a bit of plastic to swat them. We've got some whopping great wheel arch extensions, which I think are screwed on there to hide a rusty wheel arch.
Yes.
And he did add the Rolling Thunders.
Yes.
Bless him. I love that when apparently he had them made, according to Janet, to match the... and I have a feeling that yellow line maybe an Obiorn.
It could be.
Yes. I mean, he was a fisherman and a lorry driver, and he was a bus driver here in Fredrikstad. So it is the powerful model. We are the 2.4 naturally aspirated, non-turbocharged diesel. The fast one, obviously.
Very fast.
Ideal for European travelling.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I mean, that is a high-speed motorway mobile. That is. It's a good job we haven't got 1,500 miles to drive home, isn't it?
Well,
I mean, let's be honest. It's going to plod on, isn't it?
It's going to get
I mean,
there.
we're going to bring you in here now, because one thing that we were slightly worried about is that obviously, I've known Obiorn for years. I supplied new prop shafts and all sorts of bits for this years ago, but we had no idea on cam belts, alternator belts, alternators,
Nothing.
service history. I mean, nothing. It was a bit of a winger to the fact it had even started. But because the man was a top quality champion, I'll bring you in here. Everything's new. He's had it all done, hasn't he?
Yes.
It's all shiny. The clock, it's got 375,000 kilometres. So it is just running.
Just running.
Technically, for a Hilux. As we have, if you may be able to see here, that's a Gates cam belt sticker for 373,000 kilometres on the 20th of the 8th, 21. So there's no worrying about that.
No worries.
If you look down there, that alternator is brand new.
It is.
And the two belts running it are pretty spanky, aren't they? They're new.
Yeah. And I think when you look a bit further down on this the Micro V
Yeah.
was done at the same time.
Oh yeah, because they've got power. No, that's Micro V is the belt, isn't it? So Micro V belt. Normally you put the numbers in. So 373,000 kilometres. Micro V is the kit.
Numbers down.
Could be. I mean, we will assuming that everything in this here airbox will be beautiful, unless the mouses have nested in it. No, she's brand new. I ain't got no dirt in it. All the levels are up together. I can't actually see an oil leak.
No.
I mean, I know they are rare on Toyotas.
Yes. No, there's no oil drips, there's no water drips.
There's no inner wing rust.
No inner wings.
No brake pipe rust. I mean, to be honest, for a truck that's lived in Norway, there is no anodisation, really. So, I mean, I know he searched high and wide for this thing, and or far and wide for this thing, and that's why he bought it, from a place where they didn't use road salt. I mean, the chassis is meant, you can still see the chassis number is visible your side on the leg. It hasn't even been scrubbed off. Look.
Really?
Yeah, look up. If you look at the back corner there.
Oh yes.
You can actually still read it.
Yes. Yes, everything's there.
I mean, yeah. Coolant was perfect. So basically, it's got a a French, no, not a French, a Norwegian TA or whatever, MOT till end of next year. So we've just got to try and persuade the nice people to give us some description of number plates or whatever, or allow us to leave with our number.
Allow us to leave the country.
Allow us, yes, yeah, which is going to take us about 8 hours, I reckon, to get.
To get the permission or to leave.
One or the other. It could be an exciting day because I have a feeling they're going to be difficult about this. They may not be. They may just want rid of 2 British idiots.
Yes.
With their dead mate's Hilux that one of them really wants to keep because he thought he was ace. Well, he was ace. There was no thinking about it. The man was epic. I mean, even the levels are perfect.
Everything's where it should be.
Yes, yeah. I haven't seen one this clean for a long time. I mean, we'd sent them all to Africa because they were falling apart.
All nice, all the wires for connecting the twin batteries are all in nice conduits, and everything's cable tied up. Everything's where.
I think there's there's a block heater down there.
Is there?
That's what that is.
Oh, all this wiring.
It goes up into the cab, so it's coming off that one there, over to there, back. Yeah. I suppose it would have stop it freezing solid, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, because even antifreeze, because I think up north you're talking like in the minus 20s and 30s.
Yeah, it's far too cold.
We won't get it. Far too cold, yes, we're not used to that. Right, we're now going to go and have a look at the interiors, which is absolutely wedged full of stuff. And then the tyre conundrum, because we've got one massive set of studded snow tyres.
How many tyres can we fit?
In a Hilux.
In a Hilux.
Because we've got one massive set of studded snow tyres.
Yes.
BF Goodrich mud terrains. I reckon they're 33s or 35s.
Yes.
Then we've got a set of standard Hilux wheels with studs.
Yeah.
And then unbeknown to us, below his apartment, which they say they're only going to throw out, so is a set of winter Sprinter wheels on lovely rims. So my man would have to take them all the way home, wouldn't he?
Yes.
And we've also got for Janet, his wife, which is another reason we're here, is he had a well-beloved leather chair that he's had for 45 years. So we've got to wedge that in the back. That was part of the deal.
We're not putting Janet on the roof.
No. We said to Janet that probably it would be safer for her to go home on a nice comfy aeroplane rather than to have to ride with 4 sets of tyres and a chair.
Yes.
In a diesel Hilux all the way across Europe. Yes, I mean us 2 idiots fine, but yeah, we're all right. But no, she's a lady, and
well, I think it's going to be a much nicer ride than.
Well, by the time we've weighed it to the floor with tyres as well, it's not going to bounce, is it? Because at the moment, with those 2 sets of tyres in the back, she's got a bit of a.
It's got a bit of a list towards.
A bit of a bottom down on, isn't it? But it'll be fine. I mean, so cab-wise, we're pretty tidy. We've got these standard, slightly ruined Hilux, but we can deal with that. And but we're all there, aren't we? Everything seems to work, apart from a slightly missing radio faceplate. But we're not really worried about that either.
I'm not singing on the way back.
No, I think, and we haven't got the air conditionings. We've
got manual air conditioning.
We've got the exercise air conditionings. Yeah, we don't need air conditionings. I think it's about 18 degrees here at the moment. It's quite pleasant. At least it's not snowy. Yeah. So we have a 5-speed gearbox. We have freewheeling hubs. Everything seems to function. So you will be able to see the beginning of the tyre conundrum. So those are a set of Sprinter winter tyres that we didn't realise he had for his camper van. The camper van has gone.
The camper van that's long gone.
So apparently if we want them, we can have them, and they are quite shiny.
And they weren't even the spare wheels for the current camper van.
No, they were the spare wheels for the previous camper van, because the man, he didn't like, I mean, he kept things. He was that type of proper old fella. So in here are a massive set of studded, I'm assuming that's a 33, isn't it? They're quite big. Hilux BF Goodrich mud terrain tyres with studs. That's going to take me hours to pick all those out, isn't it?
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a work experience kiddie job, if ever there was. We're not calling Fudge the work experience kiddie, because...
No, I was thinking of Raymond. He's
make use of your ROPs. Keep them occupied.
Yes,
the only thing we have noticed is a bit of a problem with this canopy.
It doesn't go up.
Well, I think we might have got the gas strut sizes a bit short, and it doesn't really seem to like doing much of the closing type of stuff.
No.
I don't know whether they actually function at all. Do they? Oh, they do. Mine locks.
Well, this one is locked permanently.
Ah, that might be half the trouble then.
We might have to just fix it.
I don't know whether we can do things like that, you know.
Well, I did spy somewhere a can of
Squirty oil.
squirty fixing stuff.
Yeah, well, if you pull that, my one came back round again. It was just a bit seized.
This one is very seized.
Oh, we'll have a go at that. And the other thing we have got in the treasure.
Yes, they are treasure.
That's his. He had a W123 300D with 1.27 million kilometres on it that he'd had from 8 years old. He bought it off his brother, and his brother bought it new. Well, he actually sold that
To buy this.
to buy this. So we'll take them home. So I think what we need to do then is attend to trying to make that shut, and then wait for this solicitor man to turn up, tell us we're all idiots, and then we're going to have to run out of the country at great speed and hope we don't get arrested.
Yes.
That's my plan anyway.
There's a thing to fix it to that side, but there's not a thing to fix it to that side.
Oh. Well, at least one's better than nothing.
One's better than none.
Sadly, the one that functions is on the
It's
wrong side. Yeah, the structural rigidity of that top is slightly questionable, but it is bolted on there.
Yes, it is attached.
It is attached. I mean, if worse comes to worse, we could just go and buy a trailer.
Yes.
Right, we're going to faff around with this. Decided to go wandering around. Look at that. Obviously not the car trailer. That's a minty looking little Mark. Is that Mark 2? Mark 1? Can't see the front of it. I just said Mark 2. Are we going to have like Fiesta thingy?
No.
It's got an old school sticker in it. It is. It's Mark 2. It is Mark 2. I win on Fiestas. That's Mark 2, isn't it? Perhaps it is. So after lots of wandering around, we have realised that we know nothing about Ford Fiestas. And it is actually quite nice here. It probably is a Norwegian spec Fiesta, seeing as it's in Norway, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's gorgeous here today, isn't it? We are attempting to find a shop, which might go horribly wrong. As long as we can find our way home afterwards. Look, he's got these big Carlos Fandango lights on the front of his as well, look. Must be a Norwegian thing.
Oh, I think we have to look out for the deer.
Well, and the plate, yes. A mooses, probably. I expect there probably are some mooses. Right.
Go.
Right. Go. We are well loaded, aren't we?
Very well loaded.
We've got lots of tyres. As you can see in the back,
We can have multiple punctures.
Well, we can even rescue an entire broken down Sprinter with flat tyres, because we've got 4.
Or 4 Sprinters.
Or
if we're feeling really generous.
4 Sprinters with flat tyres, and at least 8 Hiluxes with a flat spare. Are we going this way?
We're going left.
So basically, how many miles to the French coast?
Oh.
1,000.
1,091 miles.
Oh, that won't take very long at all. 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20 minutes.
20 minutes on video, maybe.
20 minutes on video, about 20 hours, I reckon. It's about 17, isn't it, according to this?
Yeah,
so
17 hours.
17 hours, so that's sort of 2 days.
And that's in a decent motorway cruising.
What are you saying about my top quality acquisition?
Something that will quite happily cruise at 70 miles an hour.
Well, it will cruise at 70 kilometres an hour.
It's kilometres and we're going left. Oh no, we're going right.
I was about to say, I thought I'd looked at that and it said right.
Oh.
Just flick out, that's it, go back on there.
Why did it do that? That's different. That's because we're going to a different place. Other than where we've already
Yeah, well, yes, because we've already gone that way loads of times.
Yeah.
But no, now we are going this way. At the speed limit.
Yes.
It'll be fine. So we've got a full tank of jungle juice. Everything is reading good. We've got tools, stuff,
some tools.
oils, spare filters. And we are fully serviced. We are Norwegian road legal after an exciting trip to the traffic office.
Yes.
Where the lady just went, yah, stamp, took me number plates off me, looked at our English trade plates, said, yah, goot, or good, and stamped that on, and then told me to go away.
Oh.
Well, that nice solicitor man, Pear did like a bit of flapping, didn't he?
Oh, he did.
He was flapping terribly.
He was a bit worried.
He was, but he's a very nice man, he's in his early 70s.
Yeah.
So basically, we have a big pile of Norwegian paperwork that says we're legal.
Yeah.
Sweden.
We are now
No customs, which was good.
Yeah.
We did say customs, but we decided we didn't have anything to declare.
No.
So we thought we'd just drive straight past that. That seems to be working.
Yes.
It is incredibly warm.
It's very warm.
It's got to be 25, 28 degrees. Because
Yeah.
Pear said that it was going to be like 30 today. Being sensible British people, I'll pick a pair of jeans and a shirt. It's going to be a bit like that on the way home, isn't it?
I thought Norway, Sweden, Denmark were cold countries.
Well, I was wondering whether, because I didn't bring a jacket, I thought it's a load to carry.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm beginning to regret, because I looked at my shorts and thought, oh, I'm going to be needed then. But if worse comes to worse, one of these pairs of jeans might get converted.
That's too short.
And the Swedish will have to put up with my legs. But it is rather beautiful.
It's lovely, lovely countryside.
Yeah, it is gorgeous, isn't it? So anyway, we're an hour down, we're out of Norway.
Yeah. Country number 1, complete.
Now we're on number 1 complete, and now we've just got to do the whole of Sweden.
Yeah.
We're on this road for 120 miles still.
Still another 105 miles
That's right, isn't that turn off?
until something happens. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do in 105 miles.
No, we got to figure out some sort of country crossing. But it does seem to be very happy at around sort of 95 kilometres an hour.
That's
A proper motorway cruiser.
Yes.
Right, so, C-Rep. Got about another 45 minutes and we're at Gothenburg. Hilux is behaving beautifully, obviously, because it's a Hilux. Nothing's fell off of it. Hasn't used hardly any fuel. It seems to like 110 kilometres an hour, wombling along quite cheerfully. We're going to have a bit of a driver swap now. And we did get that Norwegians were quite happy with British trade plates. So it's on a Norwegian registration certificate on a British trade plate. But that works. I'm sure there's some issues there, but we're not going to worry about things like that. Just spin this round. So Simon's in the driving seat for the next couple of hours. Going to give the Hilux a go, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Oh yes, it's doing well. I mean, we haven't lost anything. Oh, is it?
Because this side's more tight.
Oh, pull it shut again. We need to work on that. I mean, as you can see, we are fairly fully freighted, so we are full in the back with tyres. We've got like 4 sets of wheels jammed in this thing, and then it is oh yeah, that'll be all right. Then we got lots of tyres in here too. But I mean, that stupidly long body on the back sort of came in useful, didn't it? Well, you can definitely tell. I think this is a first for us.
Yeah.
Because that is the first time we've ever actually seen a Swedish IKEA.
Yeah.
And the missus isn't here, so I won't have to go round it and buy candles. We're on our way to Gothenburg, I think. Oh no, we're not. No. Trundling, quite happy, 90k, doing well. So we're now trying to book a hotel in Copenhagen for the night without having to pay 3,555 quid for it. Inside the central reservation against the traffic. That's pretty impressive.
Now that's one big strimmer.
That is one hell of a strimmer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It might have caused a bit of a tailback by the look of it. But I do quite like the no, they haven't got any Volvo BM loaded shovels with big strimmers on the front, but there is a man in an aerial ladder. And I think on the upside we are probably going in the right direction because there are an all. That's a bit of a whopping.
Just because they're cutting.
Just because they're cutting the central reservation, we have got a 5-mile traffic queue. But it looks pretty. I mean, it looks quite pretty over there, doesn't it? And this is probably not the way to appreciate Sweden, by roaring down one of its major motorways at great speed. Roaring-ish down one of its motorways at great speed. Now that has achieved also. We've made it round Gothenburg through the traffic.
Yeah.
I have successfully booked a ferry after the fourth attempt of realising I'd put the wrong type of card in because I'm a knobhead, which I've only ever done 10 times before. And I have even managed to adjust the sat nav so it's going straight to the hotel.
Oh, that's good.
Oh no.
That's
So
good.
basically we're in the Moments Hotel in Malmo this evening, and then it's a 14-hour drive tomorrow, which is easily done obviously, to the French coast, and I have booked a DFDF Seaways crossing leaving at midnight.
Well,
I better doubly check that just to make sure that I have got that second bit right. Oh, we are all stopping. We are all stopping. Is that because we're all stopping on the hard shoulder? That's right.
Oh,
'Cause we're queued up. All I saw was I'm doing that
Lots of
driving.
brake lights.
Lots of brake lights. I'm doing that driving from the passenger seat bit that the missus normally does to annoy me. I'll shut up. Honestly, darling, it's not annoying and I love it. That little helper that comes with me all over the place tells me I'm doing things wrong. Apparently he's following a penguin trail around Worcester today, as you do.
As you do.
As you do.
She could have been here with us.
Well, she actually
in the land of ABBA.
she did actually say she was quite jealous. But I don't think the trouble is what she was looking at was all the nice places you could stop, not fly.
Motorways.
No, not fly to Oslo, get bus to Fredrikstad, sort registration on Hilux, get Hilux going, leave. If we'd taken Mrs. D, it would have been a 4-day adventure of sightseeing and general flapping around.
Didn't really take much to get it going though, did it?
Well, we sort of knew that, to be honest, it's a Hilux, isn't it? I mean, the fact that it hadn't moved in a year and it started like you turned it off yesterday. I mean, it was even parked with a handbrake on and the brakes weren't stuck.
Yeah. And it would have continued to start every time if we'd have done a budgetary.
Well, yeah, that's just a minor thing.
Instead of just
Resting them on there. I did do them up earlier. It has had a couple of funny starter motor-based moments, but I think it's just coming around, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, this is pretty much one of the world's most indestructible vehicles.
Yes.
There are probably an awfully large amount of jealous Africans at the moment who'd quite like a left-hand drive, non-turbo, long wheelbase extended bed twin cab Hilux.
Oh, we'd love this.
Yeah. I mean, this is transport for like 25 people. This is. They're not having it.
It's a family taxi.
Oh, totally. Nana from Ghana, next time he comes and looks at Mercedes vans, is going to be all over this like a rash, isn't he? He's not having it.
Yes.
Yeah. And I do love the fact that the Ghanaian man that buys vans off of us is actually called Nana and he comes from Ghana. Right. So we are now going Malmo and wherever. Onward.
Yeah, on.
Proper special on the airs all over the place. Cut the wind blow down a bit.
Yeah.
Wind blow down a bit. So first fuel stop, we're down to just above quarter of a tank, weren't we?
Yep.
So 42 litres for 400 kilometres.
And that's filled it all the way back up again where we started.
Yeah, and we had done a bit of poodling around, leaving it ticking over. So she's doing pretty well, isn't she?
It's doing very good on
So
fuel.
that's 10 litres to 100k,
Pretty much.
2 gallons. So it's doing 35, isn't it? So 100k is 60, so it's doing about 30.
Yeah, it's about 30.
But it is heavily laden, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not
Bad
bad.
out of a beat up diesel Hilux. And we have 100 and according to the satellite navigation device, also a phone, we have 132 kilometres to our rest spot for the night. Yes, and it is really hot here. When I
It's
made
still hot.
that joke like the other night about it hadn't got air conditioning. We wish it had, because we sort of need it. It's cooking here.
Don't think we're going to be using these heated seats.
No, we'll save them for winter. There is a temptation to turn it on to see if they work. I might just sneak yours on to see if I can fool you into the fact you may have wet yourself. Sweden to Denmark road bridge. Here we come.
Yes.
So we are officially leaving Sweden. Malmo, well, to be honest, we've had a very good night, haven't we? It was nice.
Good night in Malmo.
Malmo. And then we only have 15 hours driving to do today to get to an English channel port, or a French channel port, to get back to probably the worst country in the ex-European Union. Well, I think this is going to be quite spectacular because we are basically driving for a couple of miles across the sea.
Yes, oh yes, so it is.
That's pretty impressive. That'll wake you up at 8 o'clock on a Friday morning, won't it?
Yes. See the sea off that way.
Chrysler Sabre convertible. You would have one of them.
Oh,
Windy farms.
there's a big wind farm over there.
Yeah. Can't have those in Britain, not in my back garden, you know.
Oh yes, no.
No giant wind farms here. Refuse to have them as long as you can still plug your electric kettle in, it'll be fine.
Yes.
I don't mind an AOD on, to be honest. I always thought they were quite graceful.
I'd have one.
Yes, yeah. Well, that's quite a piece of engineering, this, isn't it?
We haven't got to, well, we're on part of the bridge.
We're not even halfway yet, are we?
No. We haven't got to the big piers yet. There's some signs. Can we get them?
Denmark.
Welcome to Denmark.
So, hang on, let's spin this around here a bit. Let the train go past as well.
Noisy train.
So we're in Denmark. We have just, obviously, as you would have seen, been over a very pretty city bridge, and we spent last night in Malmo, didn't we?
Yes.
Which is very nice. Highly recommended. Quite scenic and stuff, obviously, because we do the scenic type of stuff. Oh yeah, I mean, we went and saw all the sights and everything.
Yeah.
Got confused in an Italian, ended up with a very strange starter that was a bit exciting.
It's the only time I've been asked or been given a spoon to eat spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was a faff up though, was it? Because I couldn't quite figure out how you were supposed to eat spaghetti.
How do you eat spaghetti with a spoon?
Unless you just literally hack it up into tiny pieces, which seems a bit...
What children do.
Well, yeah, that's why I had to go and steal forks.
Yes.
And admittedly, we did end up with steak forks because I whilst nicking them off the counter thing. I was, you know, when you want doing one of those in and out missions, I was trying not to get spotted.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yes, anything was better than nothing. So this morning we are pulled over in the services somewhere on the way to Copenhagen.
No, we just passed
Oh, we've passed Copenhagen. We're now on the way to Odense because we're trying to avoid paying for a ferry, which we will do. And we've just moved the return sailing 5-10 hours further forwards because otherwise we were within about 15 minutes of missing a ferry. If we could go fast, we'd have been all right, but we can't.
We can't go fast.
No, so we decided to be sensible. So what we're going to do now is we're going to split this video in two because it's up to about 40 minutes as it sits. So you can rejoin us two idiots next week
In part two.
in part two of we're halfway there, aren't we?
Well, we've done 2 countries.
And we've done Norway, Sweden. No, we're into the third.
Only just.
Just. So yes,
Only
just. So more top quality amusement to come. So join us next time as we now get from Denmark at great speed. It's a 15.5-hour drive.
Yes.
We're going to see how far we get because we were going to try and do it in 1x.
850 miles.
That'll be fine. Speed machine. Cruising motorway speed machine.
That's
No, it's
15, 16 hours of driving.
That's fine. There's 2 of us.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much, Al, Simon, 60 days.